And that means in Denver it's 6 o'clock, and in BC it's 5 o'clock, and in Hawaii, who cares? You're in Hawaii. But we are live at Super Ring number 1 for the second game of this tournament, coming off a big 3-3 tie yesterday. And yes, I say that's a big 3-3 tie, as it could have very easily been a loss or a win. But now we're taking on a team from San Diego, California. They are going by the name of the Oilers. And we're looking for our first win of this tournament. Shooter, it was a good one yesterday. We're looking for some action today, though.
It was a great one yesterday. I think the kids have a lot to be really satisfied with. And it was, as always, awesome to see Jack get back between the pipes. And, you know, not his, I was going to say his second win, but his second non-loss, right?
That's exactly
so,
true. I hope the kids have more energy than I do this morning, because they're going to need it. Second game only 4 hours after the end of the first one. Get some food in us and maybe a nap.
I think if history repeats itself, what we know we can expect with this team is that first period in an early morning game like this, they are going to be sluggish, but they do tend to wake themselves up in the second and third, and we should be just fine.
In Panama, it's 8 o'clock.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah. I mean, like, we're not that
Is Aunt Edna in Panama right now?
Oh, we do have viewers in Panama right now. Though. Just got the text. Welcome and good morning in Panama. Heading through the canal on that giant cruise ship, I'm guessing. And Edna, I don't know if she's up. She had a Tinder date last night.
Boy, she has more Tinder dates than...
Tinder's still a thing, right?
I wouldn't know.
So? Hopefully, is there 2 different musics playing in here?
I don't know. Steve Moore may have tried to take over the sound system and playing his songs. Music.
I don't know what's going on. Big G McGowan's going to be starting this one at center ice. Looking like Lar and Avalon going to be out there with him. Simon Prokop standing tall between the posts. Turn one of them off! You're killing me! It is a little bit confusing. Turn them both off.
I'm just trying to figure out, we know we got TNT. What's the other song that's going on right now?
I think they're both TNT, are they not?
Oh, yay!
Let's go, that stick man means it's to play some hockey. Now winning that one forward, but it's picked up by the Oilers. San Diego inside their own end with the backhand pass across the front of the net. Working their way out.
Ooh.
Allen makes a big hit. That puck comes over to Havlin. He sends it deep into the zone and goes chasing after this one into the corner. Oh, Haviland's going to get his third penalty of the game, or of the tournament. As he goes hacking forward, and quickly, just like that, the Warriors get themselves shorthanded. Two minutes because you can't stand on your feet, or what? No, that was a blatant trip. There's no excuses for that one whatsoever. That looks like what I did to him on Friday hockey a couple of weeks ago. Man, come on. They call that a slashing, a tripping, whatever you want, but here come the goals. They are
the Warriors number 9, 2 minutes for tripping, turn penalty 13:38 in your first period.
Trying to see coming down. Picked up by Gruber. He's got on his backhand, feeding it up the wall to Toro. Still season. Coming around, Gruber turned on that. He got his big shove into the glass. No penalty on the call, but I think he took that guy's number. Sending it all the way down. That's going to be a nice call against the Warriors. Killing some time on the clock. 1:28 left to go in the power play for the Oilers. 13:05 left in the first period.
Kickstart My Heart, I think, was the other one that was competing for TNT.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not loud enough that they kick us off YouTube again. Popovic winning that one to Foster, releases himself out of his own zone. Coming up shorthanded with Popovic at center. Woolley picking that one aside. It's coming around the backside of the net. The Oilers, again, coming out of their own zone. Send it down deep. That's offside. Icing. That should have been actually, we'll take the icing, but it should have been offside first. Yeah, icing's better. Icing's better than offside, though. We'll take the draw down there.
What? He was offside by a mile.
Foster telling Popovic that we'll take this draw. He gets dropped down on top of the Oilers back in their own end. From the circle, looking to make that pass up, finds a man at center. And so going to skate it up. The goalie's going to tag up on that one, dropping it back over to his D-man. Oilers again behind the net, making changes, trying to pass this one out of their own zone. Quick pass there, intercepted at the line by Toto. Ben Toto works his way back in towards the front of the net with shorthanded shot. Steered aside by the goaltender. Into the corner, Woolley bumping his man up towards the boards with only 22 seconds left to go. The Warriors doing a good job killing this one off. The Oilers now trying to come out of their own zone. Pass that one back up into the legs of the defender with Woolley chasing it down inside. Aggie Hayden's on while Woolley comes back outside. Toto stepping inside the blue line, penalty set to expire with the Warriors still pressuring in the offensive zone. Finish up from the boards by Toto, snuck out for Woolley. Picked up by the Oilers, and here comes the San Diego swap. Center right. Bumped all the way in, the receiver back to pick it up. Dillon with the pass. Picked up in front. Over more. Shoots off the boards and outside the blue line. Trying to get this one back inside is the San Diego Oilers, but they pick it back towards their own end. And now their defenseman is trying to work away from the center ice. Outside the zone. Pass up. That's offside. As Lara just had his foot on the wrong side of the blue line as he caught that pass. Still a 0-0 hockey game with a little under 11 minutes left to play in the first period. You're just getting started here on a Saturday morning with the OTT in Minnesota. Salazar and Lara. That's how do they call that one?
I don't know.
Flung all the way around the far side, Lar. Working his way out, dropped that one back, but Pavelski stepping from the blue line to keep it in. Behind the net, Salazar gets the reverse hit laid on him, but the puck's going to be loose there, looking for it is Lar. Salazar comes out of the pile with it. Backhand pass out to Gruber at the blue line. Doesn't quite make it to him in the Gulls. The Gulls, I just called them the Gulls, the San Diego Gulls. That is a hockey team there.
Is or was? I don't remember.
I think they still are there, aren't they? The Oilers, though, from San Diego. Lar bumped up against the board. Salazar looking to come help him out, but Lar doesn't need that help. He's trying to feed Salazar now in front of the net. Coming out of the corner of the Warriors with a puck loose to the side of the net. Getting knocked down a couple of plays, and the Oilers flip that one out to the point. But Belski doing a good job getting his body in front of that one and keeping it in. Tip back out to the blue line. Pavelski feeds that one off the boards into McGowan behind the net. Centering pass gets tipped away by the goaltender, and now the Oilers try and get it out of their own zone. They're still caught in there. Puck's loose to Pavelski, shoveling it up to McGowan. Stick handles his way nippily across the blue line. Backhand sauce there, just jumped over Medeo's stick. Good moves there by McGowan, keeping that one inside the blue line.
Nice. What? Why?
For hitting? Charging, he's going to call it. Foster going to the box for a charging call. I don't know too much about that one. Boarding. Player's still down on the ice. He was
10 and 10? What? 2 and 10? Are you joking?
mic's not working? Oh, my mic isn't on.
Well, you had a lot of really great things to say that people just didn't hear.
Maybe that'll be better. How about that? If I turn my mic on, was that work now, fellas? Getting a few texts this morning sounding like I'm standing far away from the microphone. 2 and 10. I don't know about 2 and 10 for that. Okay, give him a 2 minute, but that's not a check from behind or a no. But Foster will be sitting for 10 minutes. The Warriors shorthanded for 2, and yes, my microphone is on now. My phone's going crazy saying, hey, there you go, turn it on. Oh, I'll give him 2 and 10 for that. Toto fell down, but Cannonberg picking this one up one-on-one, going towards the front of the net. Cannonberg circling around, shorthanded, couldn't get the backhand shot off. Now he's racing back on defense, but it's stuck away by Woolley at center ice. Deacon Woolley trying to take this one away as the Oilers push it through center ice. Shot in, blocked by Cannonberg in front. Henry Cannonberg going into the corner, slashes the stick out of the guy's hands, and now he's having some trouble trying to work his way around that, knocking another player down. Toto in his own end, drop pass out to the point. The Oilers try and shoot it in. Hank gets that one taken away. Henry Cannonberg skating away out of his own end, just ahead of Woolley, who tips it back through center inside their own zone. Knocked down by Woolley, couldn't control the puck, and the Oilers come out with it. A ref falls down, everybody cheers, and the Oilers get a shot off with Prokop hanging onto that one for another whistle. 8:19 left to go here, 58 seconds in the man advantage.
Wobbly here. Where does that tighten?
You figure it out, or?
Well, no, I don't know where it tightens. I mean, it's all fine. It's workable, but if I let go of it.
It is too early to start being an engineer. I don't start my engineering program until at least lunchtime. Shot comes in, Halot with the save, gloving that one over and passing it back over to the referee. Oh, that's really wobbly now.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't it that,
This one?
isn't it?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. Wow, what happened? We'll figure it out. Medeo trying to work his way in. Warriors still shorthanded, but controlling in the offensive zone. A weak pass comes back out, but Abelski bounces that one back into the corner. Picked up behind their own net as the San Diego Oilers working their way out of their own zone. Cross-ice pass fools Popovic, but then they come back in onside, taken away by Gruber and is off the boards up to Medeo. Medeo gets crunched. Popovic trying to knock that one loose. Comes in front of the goaltender, tipped away by the Oilers D. In behind their own net, working their way to the zone. 7 seconds left in the penalty. Coming out of the box is Salazar, and then onto the ice comes 2 Warriors. And then Toto decides he's staying, and Woolley goes back over. Working in, taking a shot, firing that one just up over the top of the far corner, kept in here by the Oilers. Toto with an opportunity to build up some speed behind the net. Player knocks the net off. Net's off, ref. Hey. Simon just kicks it out of the way.
Oh, it's classic.
Now they're going to give him a penalty for knocking his own net off. 6:47 left to go here in the first period. I know it's early. I'm getting text messages from British Columbia where it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe those people just didn't go to bed yet. Or they were on the red eye over from Japan in the morning and just landed, maybe.
That could be.
Weber weaving his way through his own end, gets that one knocked off his stick. Shot comes in. Prokop steers that one aside into the corner. Can't quite kick it out. Toto flipping it around. Egelceder's all over it. One gets back to Moore behind his own net. Off the boards and out, tip pass back, and Woolley coming through center ice. He has Toto with him. Oh. Was that really? This is... I'm gonna try spin it. There you go.
Is that it? Is that all it took? All right.
Does that work better?
I guess.
Not
yeah.
as shaky. The Marlboro sponsorship on the back wall there.
Does look like that.
Warriors got to jump on this, take advantage. This team is not the same caliber as the squad they played last night.
No.
Or yesterday afternoon, or yesterday morning, whatever. It all blends together. Oh, and more at center ice, and Riggsy skates this one in. He's working his way deep down the left corner, taking the puck behind the net. Pass back out to the point. Eggleseder controlled, shoots one in. Pad save, rebound comes out, and Oilers send it off the glass and down. That's going to be an icing call as they were begging for a change there. Both teams make full changes with 10 sets of fresh legs onto the ice. Salazar, McGowan, and Lahr with Kolchewski and Kannenberg. Backhanded out of the zone here by the Oilers. Working across the blue line, they take a shot in, sending that one wide. Lahr to pick it up off the boards. Kicks that one back. Kannenberg up through center ice, tries to make that pass. It goes the length of the ice. McGowan turns around and said, "Hey, that wasn't right on my tape. What do you want me to do, like reach for it or something?" McGowan winning that one back. Kannenberg picking it up, firing hard around the boards. Salazar looking to get it, but not going to touch up on it, but icing is waved off as Salazar skating down in for it. Lahr on the far side picks it up, reverses back around. Kannenberg's inside the blue line. Fires it towards the net, intercepted by the Oilers, and then out to center ice. Graham McGowan, seeing that he didn't have the opportunity to move it forward, brings it back to Kolchewski, who gives it to Kannenberg and then fires it up to Salazar. He tips it on the right side of the red line. It's loose in front of the net. And Lahr's digging for it. The Oilers almost put it in their own net. Getting chippy there behind the net, but the Oilers managed to get this one out of their zone. Offside. His 2 feet were across the line there when he caught that pass, but we'll call it what it is. Salazar misses that pass on the outside, and the Oilers are back at center ice, making some changes and then passing through center, coming across the blue line. Kannenberg backhands that one over to the corner. Popovic turning with it. Picked back up by Kolchewski. Hard off the board, sending it all the way around. I'm not sure if it's going to escape the zone, but it actually does. Back out to center ice, and the Oilers have it. Over to the far side, Popovic looking for one. He tips that deep in the zone, racing around, stepping through the kid. Getting a little bit hooked up, but he's trying to find somebody, but his teammates are all changing up. So Popovic just continues to control this one deep in the corner. Back out to Gruber at the blue line, holding it in, walking the line, taking the shot, and the goaltender makes a bouncing save. Haviland McGowan in the corner, working the way to center, and Popovic couldn't quite get to it. Back to Haviland, trying to send that one across. It's off a stick of a defender, now into the corner. Austin Medeo with it. Picked back up by Haviland. Working his way out of the corner. Kai Haviland coming around. Center back out to the blue line. Benevelski with a quick shot. Back out to the point. Picked up by Gruber. Warriors pressing here, looking for one in front. Couldn't quite get it to the stick of Medeo, who's standing in front. Oilers player falling. Medeo taking advantage of that. Looking for the puck still inside the Oilers' end. Back out. Medeo, top of the circle. Pass over to Gruber. He's got a line tip in front. Oh, Popovic almost had that one. Gruber still in deep, circling around, looking for in front. Drop pass is not going to be there. Gruber still has it, holding the blue line in front. Haviland couldn't catch that pass. Warriors here with good pressure, working our way down in deep. Popovic now with the puck in behind the Oilers' net. Pop still has it. These defensemen are getting tired. Warriors got to try take advantage of this. Popovic spins it back around, drop over to Gruber. Sending it back into the corner. Medeo's going to chase behind the net. Benevelski stepping in deep from the blue line. Medeo now has it. There's a couple guys in front. Medeo now circling the net. Back out. Top of the circle. Drop pass there. And a misread as Gruber just couldn't get his hands on it. Puck rolling down. Go, 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 go. Oh, and icing call. The look on Coach Matt's face is not good right now. That Warriors line was tired too, though. They had some good work deep in the offensive zone. I'd love to see a goal here, though, Shooter.
Say that again?
I'd love to see a goal here. For the Warriors, of course.
Thanks for clarifying.
You never know. It is early in the morning.
That is.
8 o'clock in Panama, but it's got to be like 2 in the morning in Taiwan somewhere. No, Taiwan's ahead of us. Never mind. Owen Moore working his way down in deep. Drop pass back there for Toto. That's the same thing that Devin got 2 and 10 for. Wow. In behind the net, Toto. Hard off the boards to Moore. He dropped that one back over for Toto. Now it's going to be picked up by Egelseeder behind his own net. Ringing around the boards. Shoved down in the corner. Tip back over. Egelseeder, Weber. Both going after it. Weeb's trying to tip this one ahead. Egelseeder still keeping his man pinched up against the boards. Weber digging in there for it now. Kicking it back and forth, under and out. Oilers end up kicking it back out to the blue line. Looking for a shot, fired in. Prokop sticks the glove out, intercepts that one, and closes down. Whistle with just under a minute to go in the first period. Still a 0-0 tie here, ranked number 1 at the Super Coon Rapids Arena. That's what it says on the wall.
Yeah.
Lara kick, back out. High stick. I didn't see the high stick, but apparently it was there. So wake up, Warriors, let's go. McGowan winning that one back. Annenberg picks it up, he drops it over the far side. McGowan misread it. He's got to turn back into it, manages to kick it out to the point. Reed Lar has Salazar going through center ice. Gets that one knocked away from him, but then the Warriors are offside. And they're looking to set a world record for the amount of whistles in the last 30 seconds of a game, or a period. Avalon, Medeo, Popovic out there seeing what they can do with 40 seconds left on the clock. That one's controlled by the Oilers, knocking it out of their zone. Canterbury getting in between the puck. Off the boards, back over to Popovic. Kicking that one across, and he gets knocked down for his efforts. Through the blue line come the Oilers. Prokop stopping that one behind the net. Picked up by Kolchevsky. Swung up for Popovic, tipped out by Haviland. Turned around, fired in offside. With 7.7 seconds left to go in the period.
This is the longest first period. No shooting.
Haviland skating into lane for this one, trying to get a quick one forward so they can try and get a shot off here. He pushes it forward. Popovic goes after it, tips it into the corner, but that's going to wind time down, and the period's going to be over. Skating their way to a 0-0 tie after the first frame. Oilers and Warriors going into the second. And now Matt is saying, okay, guys, you had your warm-up period. You're awake.
Time to wake up.
Time to get yourselves going a little bit. Maybe he's explaining to them that the way you score goals is by shooting the puck on the net. Just back to basics here for the second.
He's drawing something up, though.
He is. Either that or he's showing them Garfield cartoons. Can't quite see from all the way over here.
Saturday morning funnies.
Saturday
That used to be a thing.
Yes, it did. Oh, my apologies again for the beginning of that period where my microphone was not on. It's early here too, people.
And cold.
And cold, yeah. It was 10 degrees this morning. I thought it was going to be colder, but we had our
tomorrow's supposed to be
Yes.
like a high of 2 or
yeah,
3.
I think so. But our fabulous chauffeur this morning had the vehicle all warmed up and ready and pulled up to the front
Talk
of the hotel.
about first class service.
Unbelievable. I didn't even tip him.
Oh, but they're all contracted through the OTT network.
That is
anyway. We
true.
don't have to tip them.
They get good enough salaries.
Oh yeah, they're well taken care of.
Second period set to come at you. We'll even put that up on the board here for
yeah,
you.
I can do that. Sorry about that.
We've got a. Hey, you can't be a fabulous chauffeur and a perfect camera guy in the same
That
day,
is
can
true.
you?
That is true. There we go.
I'd rather have a warm truck to get into than a second period up on the screen personally. Warriors looking to dig a little bit deeper here. Start getting some shots. They should be up in this game by a few right now. If it was up to me anyway. Back out to the point, kept in by the Oilers. Shot tipped down into the corner. Salazar, that was Benabelski. Out to Lar, McGowan, they can't get it through. Over to Gruber with Salazar on the far side. Gruber skating behind his own net. Pass up through center. McGowan couldn't quite tag it. Goaltender had that one awkwardly off his stick and into the corner. Gruber can't keep it in, having to race back. Player chasing him down into his own zone. Gruber on his backhand behind the net. Stops, turns up, heads the other way. Pass over to the far side. Salazar tipping to McGowan. Kept in there. Salazar gets that puck back. McGowan digging for it inside the skates. Back over to Salazar. Kicking his way through, not quite to the blue line though, and the Warriors are still stuck inside their own zone. McGowan finally flips that one out. He's chasing after it. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Dumps in hard. Gruber going after it. Prokop's going to come out to play it behind the net. Picked up. Gruber getting shoved off that puck. Falling player takes that one away. Wide open in front are the Oilers. Couldn't quite get there. Benabelski got in time. Icing, like.
Oh, interference
Those
right
are-
there by number 77. No
Interference
call.
or not, but what is that? Like, we got to make some passes and skate the puck out of our own zone. Getting an icing like that is not. If we were playing like this against the team last night, it would have been 14-0.
Oh yeah.
Haviland tangling up at center, trying to get this one through. Kolchevsky picks it up off the faceoff. He's behind his own net. He's dropped pass over to Kannenberg on the far side. Madeo waiting for it at the wing. He gets a stick on that, tipped ahead. Popovic racing after it, but it's going to be icing before he can get to it. And the Warriors are faced with another faceoff back in their own zone. 12:07 left to go here in the second period. Harry Haviland and Shooter McGowan live with you, wide awake this morning in Minnesota.
I'm all wide awake. But...
Oh, come on. We got to liven it up for the fans here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God.
We've been up.
Wide
We had
awake.
our pregame brunch or press conferences, interviews, hair and makeup, all that stuff this morning.
That's what I'm saying. A lot goes into these mornings to get us ready.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear a hat before, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't want to see my hair right now.
Haviland taking that one away at the blue line. Stick out his way around over to Popovic. The short-handed, or the short side shot just gloved down. Turn around, Popovic putting some pressure on, allowing him to come through. Gets knocked away by Madeo and then out to center ice. Off the bench and tipped in by the Oilers. Kannenberg back in his own end. Looking all the way up for Popovic, who sneaks across. Popovic, he's got Madeo in center. He couldn't quite get it to him. Backhanded clear of the zone. Haviland forcing it back into the Oilers' end. And the Oilers kicking it to center ice. Kannenberg Shooting it in deep, so almost stuck down there, but then Popovic feeds it in before going off for a change. Out to center. Good job there by Egelceder. Back over to Toto. Kicked down by Egelceder, and then stolen away at their own line by the Oilers. Backhand pass in their side, their own zone. Sent all the way through. Moore picking it up. Off the boards, trying to find Weaver. Oh. Trying to find Weaver.
Good.
Weaver's in deep, taking it away. Back over to Toto. Shot into the goaltender's glove.
How in the world did that not go in?
Wow, with the chance to have that.
Wow.
That was almost like the Halot save yesterday.
Great forechecking effort there.
Something's got to pay off. The Tides have to turn here. Toto, Woolley, Weaver, Egelceder, and Moore in the offensive zone. Toto wins that one back. Egelceder controlling. Shot came in. Taken away in the block by the Oilers, who managed to stay on side as they go sliding across the blue line. Back over Moore with some time in his own end. Big long feed looking for Woolley up deep, taken away at center ice. Stolen by Toto coming across. He's got Weaver with him. Working away and into the slot. Weaver with his stick just a little bit too high to pick that one up. Weaver still has it. Backhand. Woolley back to Egelceder. Eggy coming in, shoots one and just misses the wide. Back in, kept by Weaver, centering pass to Woolley with a shot. Pad comes out and saves that one. Toto working hard to keep this one in. Back out to center. Weaves with a pass to Moore. Settles it down, flips one in, sends it just right of the net. Egelceder picking up the rebound. In for Weaver. Warriors are hustling here. Just got to find a way to finish. Kept in again. Turn McGowan with the shot. Lar now in the corner. Over to McGowan. He's got it. Drop back in behind the net. Lara going after it. He's got Salazar in front of the net waiting. All the way back out to the point. Moore shoots one. Tip. McGowan. Backhand. Lara behind the net. Right back over. Good pass over. McGowan's in the corner. Skating his way out. Has it. Spun around. Makes the pass. Then Egelceder trying to keep that in. Salazar does keep it in. Makes it over to Lar. The Warriors in complete control here. But how many? I don't think they've had a shot on net this entire time.
And meanwhile, the San Diego fans are losing their minds.
Back over here comes McGowan. He's coming across the blue line, takes it in, stops in the circle, shoots, blocked. Back over in front, Ken Salazar. McGowan holding the line briefly, but that's going to be offside as Lar was still inside the zone. I want to know how many shots they had on net there, though. I think maybe one. 4 minutes of offensive zone time, one shot on net.
What we saw when we were watching the University of Minnesota game last night on TV, that they're tracking shot attempts.
Shot attempts.
So shot attempts, there's probably a dozen.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
12 shot attempts, one shot.
Foster in the corner now, trying to get it out. He's served his time, and now he's hungry for a goal. Backhand over to Medeo. Medeo's got Benevelski on the side, skating his way across to the top. Gruber sends one in. It's blocked down in front, but interference call against.
It should be against San Diego.
It is going against San Diego.
Yeah.
Or do they call it back? You know what? We were just kidding.
Change our mind. Oh, no.
Oh, it is going to be an interference call. Warriors going on the power play with 7:51 left to go here in the second frame. Foster, Medeo, Toto, Woolley, and Cannonberg.
Wow.
That one's one back to the point, controlled by Ben Toto. He's got it at the blue line, passed across to Cannonberg, feeding it right over to the side, shooting one in, blocked in front.
Yeah, there it is.
Austin Medeo with a power play goal. It's a 1-0 hockey game finally with the Warriors in the lead.
Mateo continues to have a really strong tournament here.
He has been playing phenomenally. For a word that's underused. A word that's underused since last weekend.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Use of the
It was phenomenal. Controlled by San Diego. And there's
And the
we got a penalty.
Goalie has to go to
For
the bathroom.
what? Warriors are gonna get a penalty here for something. Toto's going into the corner trying to tag up on this puck.
Anything.
I didn't see anything there either. Canterbury trying to touch this puck. Haviland into the corner behind the net. Kolchevsky going after it. Still can't tag this one. Finally touched up by the Warriors.
What in the world was that penalty?
Tripping on
He was
Woolley?
tripping?
Right off the face-off.
Oh.
Oh. Woolley gets caught cheating, and that sends him
Well.
over to the penalty box, and we're going to say some 4-on-4 hockey. It's going to send Popovic and Foster out here to join Kannenberg and Kolchevsky. Is their penalty over? I thought they had a penalty. Is that over already? Oh, we scored. That's right. You know, Harry, when they score a goal on a power play, the other team gets their player out of the box.
It's a new rule. They
good.
just came up with it.
I'm learning step by step here, folks. Hang out with me. On the penalty kill now, though. Foster in deep. Back out through center, stolen away by Popovic. Couldn't quite get that one deep enough, though. Now he's forced back on the back check. Taken away by Foster at the blue line. Dropped over for Kannenberg, who's building up some speed through center ice. Henry Kannenberg across the red line, dumps that one in. Around for Popovic. Pop gets knocked into the board, still controlling down in deep. Doing a good job taking a man down with him and clicking those seconds off of the power play. Out to center comes San Diego. Kannenberg with the stick, knocking that one down, pushing it back out to the blue line, and cleared. Henry looking to break away, back out center. What a stick by Kannenberg, and the short-handed shot goes wide.
Lord.
Rebound in front. Foster couldn't quite get to it. Passing through. How offside can you be? Actually, that shouldn't have been offside because we brought it back into our own zone.
That we did. Yeah.
But they've had a couple of those plays where they've been inside the blue line by like 12 feet.
Yeah. So we got some little Warriors over here on the side warming up. They're taking the ice after
Right
us.
after us. How do the Bantams get to play at 7 a.m. and then the Pee-wees and stuff get the 9 o'clock games? Toto in deep. Looking for another one. And deep around Madeo, controlling this one. Off the boards around the far side. Toto
losing
going
their
after
minds
it.
over
Still
there.
on the penalty kill. Toto getting taken down. That was shot in. Madeo's gonna go get it. Wow, I'd be fired up like their parents are too right now.
This is unbelievable.
And then they turn and ice the puck, which should have been offside. They had to
Yes.
It's like Sega Genesis offside screwed up.
The cheat code for offsides is AB, AB, up, down, left, right. McGowan, Benevelski, Lar, and Gruber. Still on the penalty kill here, but the Warriors doing a great job as that man steps out of the box. Woolley goes out, Weaver comes in. Weaver takes his puck. Pass across to Benevelski. Shoot! Oh, he was looking for that
He
side. It was
totally
open.
had it.
Gruber keeping that one. Dumped down in deep. Oilers turning. McGowan shoots in front. Looking for the tip was Lar. He sent it just wide, but now he's in behind the net. Reed Lar going after it with Weber. Tap back in for Lar. Held in against the boards. Out to the blue line. Benevelski walking across with it. Another shot in. Oh, Sasha just put that one up over top. Looking for a rebound. Now Lar in behind. Running into each other. Now Lar trying to take this one away. He bodies the man, but the puck is loose. Drop there for the Oilers. Gruber tagging up. There's a penalty for
He doesn't always get away with it, though.
19 white for interference.
Reed?
If we're gonna get a pen, can we get something other than interference? Go like two-hand somebody or something. Let's make it interesting.
I'm sure Graham can handle that. He loves the two-hand.
Yeah. Foster, Popovic, Kolchevsky, and more out there. Or is that
some point-
Canterbury? That's Canterbury.
At some point, the San Diego mom may be issued a penalty with her mouth.
San Diego back out to the point. They shoot one in. The deflection sent wide. Canterbury behind his own net. Backhands it out. Kept in at the blue line here by the Oilers. They go across. They're going to shoot. They send it over into the corner. Kolchevsky trying to lift the stick and take this one away. Back out to the blue line. Here comes San Diego into the corner. Pass back out to the top of the circle. On the power play, stolen away by Foster. Off the boards and out. The Oilers out of their own zone, back out to center ice. Stick handling their way through, managing to keep that one onside. Drop pass back out to the blue line. Shot flips in. Prokop had to be quick there as that one came through his screen. Cannonberg getting held up in the corner, back out through the blue line and poked ahead by Popovic. He's racing after it. Good job there. Hustle by Noah. Out come the Oilers, another shot in. Prokop's gonna hang on to that one, allowing his team to reset with 54 seconds left to go in the penalty kill. 3:14 in the second period. It's a 1-0 hockey game here in Minnesota on the OTT Sports Network. Making sure that net's all solid on there.
Yeah, 'cause Simon has a tendency just to push it off.
Throw it off. Toto wins that to Gruber. He's got Woolley way up ahead. Woolley's racing. Oh! Just taken away there, or Woolley would have been off to the races. Held on to by the Oilers in their own end. They backhanded in. It's off Benevelski's stick, and now Sasha's in his own side of the ice. Can't get that one out to Toto. Pick back up. The Oilers skating their way in. Blocked shot by Benevelski in front. Back out to Toto, who flips it clear of the blue line as the last 24 seconds are ticking off of this penalty. All the way in. Back for Benevelski. Off the boards to Toto, who's looking like he could be in the clear. Ben Toto coming in, racing in. Goes down with a shot on net. We'll call it anyways.
Thought he had a chance to draw a penalty there, but no go. Against San Diego, that is.
Yes. Medeo, Foster, Cedar, and more. Out to kill the last 9 seconds off of this one. That one's one. Cedar couldn't quite keep his hands on it. Comes back out to center. More. Off of a stick in for Medeo. Tips it past up for Foster. Shot deflected off the back glass and into the corner. Cedar working his way in deep. Gets a bump up against the boards. Foster coming in to give him a hand. Cedar still in there. Popovic now working his way into the corner. Foster comes out with it. Off the back of the net. Still has this on his backhand. Foster shooting and saved. Medeo with the loose puck. Medeo working around in the offensive zone. Knocked down, gets his own puck back, knocked it down again, and then sent out of the zone. Cedar having a race after it. The San Diego player getting there, but Cedar doing a good job of tying him up, and then takes a hit into the corner the same way that Devin Foster got 10 minutes for. Picked up by Popovic. Pops comes in, shoots, and a save. Good steal there, good work, and a good attempt. No finish with 1:26 left to go in the second. Toto, Woolley, Haviland, Cannonberg, and Kolchevsky. Into the corner, Kai Haviland. Keeping that one in deep. Cannonberg's going to step in off the blue line, racing his way down into the corner. Henry Cannonberg. Digging deep around the back. Haviland looking for it. They force that one back over to Cannonberg, who can't tip it out. Henry's still in there. Back out to Haviland. Off the boards to the point. Kept in there by Woolley. He shoots one right into the belly of the defender. And now he's racing back on deep. Kolchevsky going to pick this one up. Final minute of play in the second period. Toto drop pass there for Cannonberg. Off the boards up to Woolley. Through to Haviland coming across the blue line. In the middle looking for it. And the goalie covers up. No rebound to be had. Haviland racing towards the net. McGowan, Salazar, and Lars stepping out onto the ice. Still Cannonberg and Kolchevsky on the blue line. Offensive zone draw here, and Lars going to take it. Wins that one and still has his own puck there. One bounced back to him, and he gets sandwiched and taken down in the slot. Kolchevsky indeed. Joe chasing around. Now back out to the blue line. McGowan keeping that one in tight. Kolchevsky back and knocks it down in deep. Lar chasing. Gets cut in front of, angled off of that puck. Now Weber. Takes a little bit of a fall there. I don't know what happened. Lar back in behind the net. Weber going towards the front. Cannonberg sneaking in from the blue line. Off the boards, trying to come out. Kept in there. Good job by Gruber. Gruber dropped back to Weber, flipped in over the head of Lar, but that's going to end the second period. That buzzer makes it 2 periods gone and only a 1-0 hockey game. The Warriors in favor on that one here.
No Zam?
No Zam. It's too early. I'm okay with no Zam. I don't think these two teams have dirtied up the ice enough for a Zam.
No, not at all. So while we don't have a fresh player profile today, or this morning, we do have plenty for the duration of the tournament, so
we will
stay
get those.
tuned.
It was too early this morning, and we forgot.
And too late of the night last night. So.
But I do gotta say, we did go for those Juicy Lucy's yesterday.
We did.
And I'm telling you what.
We did indeed. And so Matt's Bar, still our sponsor for this morning.
It has to be, yes.
But, you know, as a rookie, Matt's Juicy Lucy, what are your thoughts?
I have nothing bad to say about it whatsoever. Fries were good. The burger was good. The drinks were cold. What a perfect little dive bar. I'm a dive bar kind of guy, and if I could find one of those in every corner, I'd be happy.
And I think I only heard you say like 4 or 5 times that I could go for a second one.
At least 5 times. I should have got a second one.
I don't know, maybe this afternoon's sponsor needs to be the fine folks at the Courtyard Marriott who are serving up our delicious quesadillas and
the bacon,
wings
chicken, bacon quesadillas and wings. Oh, deliciousness last night.
But as Steve and I figured out that the fries at the Courtyard Marriott are pretty darn good.
I had the fries the first night I was here with my sandwich. It was delicious. Yeah. They were delicious. No lack of good food here in Minneapolis, wherever
Minnesota
we are.
knows how to fry food.
Yes,
there's no question.
One more game this afternoon, 12:30, 12:50, something like that. But then most importantly, the Broncos taking on the Bills this afternoon.
Let's go Donkeys.
But let's see if the Warriors can magnificently pull out a victory here. Maybe a couple of goals in the third period. As they work their way in, Reed Lar going after it. He's going to shove the guy down. That was from behind. He got away with it. Lar still has the puck. Lar back out to the blue line. Gruber keeping this one in, finding his lane. Player falls down. Gruber walks in. A little bit more deflections in front. Loose puck. Stick on the ice. McGowan sends it in front, and it's in. I think McGowan will get credit for that one as it was bouncing around. He might have been the last one to touch it, but we'll take it.
I think it may have been Reed.
Was it Reed?
I think so.
It doesn't matter. It's a goal on the board here for the Warriors. 2-0 hockey game early in the third period. Foster, Medeo, Popovic. Why is my phone going crazy? Oh, because it's Al's birthday. That's why my phone's going crazy. Oh, taken away by Foster just inside the blue line. Foster shoots one, blocked in front, loose puck. Medeo couldn't fire. He had that one just roll off the back end of his stick. Back out to the point, held in by Kolchevsky. Joey working his way down the boards. Still skating in through. Foster going behind the net for it. Kannenberg off the sidewall. Henry Kannenberg turning in front, sending that one through the crease. Back out to the blue line. Popovic dumping that off the boards. In for Medeo. Medeo chasing him, leaves it there for Foster. Right in front for Popovic, shoots one, and a blocker saved by the goaltender. Over to the far side, Kolchevsky keeping this one in. Warriors pressing hard. In behind the net for Foster, who's turning out of the corner. Foster shoots one, another save. Rebound comes out, Popovic still has it. Dump back in the corner, Foster. Working out. Another shot and a goal. What a night there by Devin Foster. He finds the top corner, and finally the Warriors are awake. Two quick ones, and maybe they can continue this one on. They need a little bit of momentum rolling into this afternoon's game. Toto and Woolley out there with Weber. They win that one. More passes over to the far side. Nagelceder comes through center ice. Peggy with the deep shot in. Toto racing after it. Toto to Weber. Out to the blue line. Finally gets it to Moore. Fires one in. Blocked in front. Ben drops over for Woolley. Deacon Woolley behind the net. Circling his way around. Still has it. Trying to tuck it in front. Woolley. Goaltender hangs on to that one. Oh. They're staying out there, offensive zone draw. 11:55 left to go. Still lots of time here in the third period to build on this 3-0 lead. Toto to the point. Moore with the backhand, keeping it in, and then taken away. Pushed off the puck and then sent right back in. Weber lifted by Toto. He's got Woolley in front. Toto over to Woolley, and he's going to hang on to that one instead of shooting it in the net. Back out to Nagelceder. Shot comes in, and a tip in front. I think Toto's getting credit for that one. 4-0 Warriors. Finally. This is what it should have been like for the first two periods.
Like I called this at the beginning. You knew that the first period they were going to be asleep.
Sluggish, yes, we'll call it. McGowan at center ice. Trying to push that one through. It's controlled by San Diego. Inside the zone, out to center ice. Wheeling around, Lar past Benevelski and into his own end. Here is McGowan. Shoves that one back for Benevelski, who goes off the boards up to Lara, takes a bounce off the ref's skates, and manages to get a shot into the corner here. Right back up McGowan, trying to get it to Haviland. He's tied up with a couple players, back over to McGowan. Taken away at the blue line by the Oilers, dumped into the Warriors' end, and Gruber's behind his own net. Gruber flipping that one to center. It's going to go all the way down, icing waved off. Lar chasing it down hard. McGowan in trying to join the party, and it gets swung around to the far side with San Diego doing some shifty maneuvering behind their own net and managing to tip that one through center. Benevelski back into his own end with 10:39 left to go in the game. Benevelski trying to wind up, passes that one across, tipped ahead by Gruber. Oilers off the boards and out. How's that not icing? No?
Got Graham way up top.
Tried to get it to him, but it was a little bit too far. Haviland taking it off the boards on his backhand, working his way in. Kai Haviland still has his centering pass in front to McGowan, who tips that one wide of the net. Haviland back out in front to Kannenberg. Backhand swing in. McGowan trying to get the shot off in front of the net. Graham McGowan into the corner. Centering pass, Kannenberg deep in front, wraparound tip, and it goes in. Henry Kannenberg finding the back of the net off, I think, oh. That's entertaining. We should mic her up.
Wow, she needs to be a part of this broadcast.
Let's get her a microphone. Maybe she doesn't need one. Five 5-0 hockey game with Madeo pressuring inside of the offensive zone. The Oilers going across. I keep wanting to call them the Gulls. The San Diego Gulls just rolls off the tongue.
Aren't you in the oil business?
I am, and I cheer for the Oilers and everything else, but
Is there a lot of oil in San Diego?
I'm willing to go check it out. I like San Diego. There's got to be. I mean, they put 530 and all that stuff in their cars all the time, right? You can buy it at any gas station. Madeo, Foster, and Popovic pressuring in deep. Run clock here with the 5-goal differential. 9 minutes left to go. Out to the blue line. Joey shooting another one in. Looking for a tip in front. Madeo back out. And Popovic keeping that one. Kannenberg walks the line with that one, keeping it in. Good job there by Hank. Popovic pressuring. They spin around off of him in the corner. Pop lifts the stick. Foster comes over, steals that puck away. Nice pass out to Kannenberg, who steps in and bar down Skibra.
Yep.
Another one for Henry Kannenberg as he snipes from the top of the circle. 6-0 hockey game. Warriors circling for their high fives. New line coming out over the bench. Toto, Woolley, and Weber. Aggie and Moore on D. Toto over to Woolley. Deacon Woolley racing against what might be the only player smaller than him in this tournament. Under the stick of Madeo, out come the Oilers with the big pass through, and how is that not icing?
I have no idea how that got waved.
Wow. The Warriors don't care though. Toto dropping that one for Weber, who tries to get it back to Toto, skating through center ice. Oilers now off the boards and dumped in. Owen Moore going to pick this one up. Rigg looking for Woolley, who's up front. All alone, player changing. Woolley shoots right into the chest of the goaltender. Back out to Woolley. He's got this one at the point. Drops it off for McGowan. Graham McGowan skirting his way over to the far side, dumping that one in off his backhand into the corner. Moore stepping off the point in deep. Off the boards. Skating in now is Egelseeder as he joins his D partner in behind the goal line. Over the far side, Salazar. Haviland's going to keep this one in. Haviland still hanging on to this one, working his way into the corner. Still stick handling, controlling around, back out to Moore. Fires one. Oh, the goaltender stuck a pad out there as it was racing towards the net. Off the boards, held in again by Moore, right on the blue line. Tip back. That was not off. That was on the blue line. It did not come out. But the ref was 42 feet closer than me, so we'll allow him to blow the whistle. 6.5 minutes left to tick off this running clock in the third period. A commanding 6-0 lead for the Warriors. McGowan winning that one back to Kolchevsky.
Oh, what is that?
Holding.
Wow.
2 minutes for a headlock or chokehold?
2 and 10?
That was a pretty good chokehold. It's like the sleeper hold. Power play for the Warriors here. 5:45 running off the clock. Haviland, Weber, and Popovic out there. Egelseeder and Benevelski on D. Haviland winning that one. He comes back out to the point. They can't keep it in. Aggie back through center ice as his forwards get onside. Up to Popovic. Pass over to Haviland. Breaking in. He had that one pushed just a little ahead of himself.
It's a lot of belly flop coverage.
They're going to try again from the same spot. Still in the offensive zone. 1:46 left to go with the man advantage. Haviland tying up his man. One again. Back to the blue line. Eggleseder has it. Eggleseder to the center and makes the shot. Weaver back out to the blue line. Benevelski spinning in the corner, working his way in. Here comes Sasha through center. Shot. Blocker save. Turn back out to Benevelski at the blue line. Still has as he's walking a little bit of sauce action over to Eggleseder. He's in the side. Shoots one. Didn't see where that went, but it obviously didn't go in the net as it's back out to the blue line. Benevelski working to keep it in. Over Popovic. Popovic still hanging on to this one. Has Weber in front. Out to the blue line. Eggleseder. Turns, shoots, blocked. Popovic with the rebound on the backhand off to the side of the net. Haviland fighting for it. He picks it up, drops it back over for Popovic. Pops at the side, back out to the blue line to Eggleseder. Into Popovic. Left in the corner for Haviland, back over to Popovic. Getting set up, Pops with the centering pass. Goes past Weber and Benevelski, but Sasha's in there deep, picking this one up in the corner. Working his way out, Benevelski. Pass in front, and Popovic was looking for it. Just couldn't find the right angle. Pops back out to the blue line, top of the circle, shoots one in. Looking to the tip in front, Eggleseder now. Eggleseder has Pops in front. Eggleseder, oh, wow! He came in, fake, jigged, and juked, and went shelf on that one. Great shot by Eggleseder, wow. 7-0 hockey game, but I'm gonna give some credit on that one, man. Totally. That was a beauty. Gowan, Salazar, and Lar. Push ahead, Salazar going after it. Oilers out of the zone, back to Gruber. Gruber turning, gets that one taken away. Here comes the Oilers, 2-on-1, over, and a shoot, and a big save by Prokop. It's underneath him, he still can't hang on, it's loose in front, spun around and chased out of there by McGowan. He puts it off the glass and out, with Salazar chasing it down into the Oilers' end. Pass bounces through center, picked back up by Eggleseder. Over to McGowan. That was Gruber, my bad. Centering pass, couldn't sneak through. McGowan still in the corner, back over to Salazar, working his way out of the corner. Salazar, saved by the goaltender. Lar has it now. Hanging on to this one, back out to the blue line. Kolchevsky in for Lar. Turned by the Oilers. Kolchevsky had that one sneak on the inside of him. So Gruber's back, winding up through center ice. Desi Gruber coming in. Grub still has it, He's hanging on as he skates around behind the net. Still controlling this puck. Looking for a second lap. Back over to McGowan. Shot bounced off the goaltender's glove and through the crease. Out to the blue line come the Oilers. 1:52 left to tick off of this third period. McGowan controlling in his own end. Coming right up through Main Street. Graham McGowan has Salazar ahead of him. He's going to carry this one through. Dumps it all the way in. Whole full line change here for the Warriors as 5 new skaters step on. And Eggleseder comes in, takes a player down, and they try and get the puck through. It one's dumped in behind for Prokop to settle it down there and leave it for Moore. Moore off the boards to the blue line. Weber has a couple guys skating through, gets it to Woolley. Can't find Toto. Back on side though, and then the puck is picked up by the Oilers. Firing that one through, goes through the skates of Moore. And that one they decide to call ice as it bounces through Moore's feet. Like I don't. Maybe the time of the day makes the rules different. Maybe that's it.
It might. Anything before 10 a.m. subscribes to a different set.
Yeah. In front, Woolley. Off the boards. Not clear, picked back up by Weber. Pass that one across. Moore keeps it in. Finally flips that one through. It's intercepted and then sent down. Owen Moore turning around, chasing it down. Riggs got somebody on him, but he's got Eggleseder and Woolley on the far side. He knocks that puck around. Woolley picks it up. Backhand pass through, clear to Toto, coming up through center. Toto has that one knocked off his stick, but Ebelceder keeps it in at the blue line with the backhand flip. 15 seconds left to go. More looking for the big hit behind the net. They ducked around from that one. Held in there. Madeo comes in and misfires on a shot at the top of the circle. Back over to Moore, who fires one in. It's in the pads of the goaltender, but that's gonna do it, folks. It is a 7-0 hockey game. The shout out to Simon Prokop. And the Warriors finally woke up in the third period.
Yeah.
We will be back here at 12:30, 12:50, 12:45, 12:50.
Think.
Sometime here in the next few hours, we'll let everybody go get their lawns mowed and their gutters cleaned, and then get back with us here on behalf of Shooter McGowan and everybody at the OTT Sports Network. It's been a pleasure being with you this morning. I'm Harry Haviland, and I'm signing out.